User left your channel.
Welcome, race fans, to ETV's live flag-to-flag coverage of the Thursday Night Thunder B-Car Series, man. It's week 6 here this week. We're going Viva Viva Las Vegas, baby. High-stakes racing out here. Big dog, top split action. Last week, we were in the dark. My fault. You know what I mean? We missed the race last week, unfortunately. It was at Phoenix, and, man, it was the captain, Phil Jurin, coming home with the win. Rumor has he's got a real good car tonight, too, so we're going to have to definitely be looking out for him. But while we think on that, let's go ahead and take a look over at these point stands we got going on. Top 10 here in the official B-Car standings through 5 weeks. These points are a snapshot taken at the end of 5 weeks, so none of the points that have been counted up this week so far have counted. Here you go. Brandon Bowie leading the way, 872 points. Second place, Brad Mahar. Third, Armando Vargas, our defending Friday Night Showdown champion, sitting real strong in the points there in third. Jeffrey Parker, 767 points, sitting in fourth. John Button, who's had some really strong runs here on ATV, sitting in fifth place. Phil Jurin, as I just mentioned before, winning last week, sits in sixth place right now, but he has one less race than all the rest of the guys in the top 10, so Phil Jurin looking really good. Wayne Grass sitting in seventh place. Brian V. Macklin in eighth. David Cater sits ninth, and round out your top 10 is going to be Lauren Personette, so there you go. There's your top 10 in standings. I imagine we're going to see several of those guys in here tonight, as it's looking like we're going to have quite a few registrants. It looks like we should have 4 splits tonight. Of course, we're covering the top split. So this is going to be knock them down, drag them out, man. I got my partner up in the booth with me, AJ Browning, Mr. Excitement, the legendary one, Bad Boy John Weston, working the magic on the cameras. We still need to get loaded up in this server. So what we're going to do right here real quick, take a quick commercial break, get all loaded up in the server. We'll be right back after these messages.
Created specifically for iRacing's online racing simulation game, Trading Paints provides individual racers, leagues, and painters an opportunity to share their custom-designed paint schemes with other subscribers on the iRacing.com simulation service. Part of the fun of today's simulation racing games is showing off your high-quality work with a custom-painted car or truck. TradingPaints.com lists thousands of custom-painted cars and trucks available for download by simply creating an account and logging in. With all available templates at your fingertips, a simple desktop downloader will keep you up to date with the most recent custom painted vehicles and templates. Check it out today. TradingPaints.com. Created specifically for iRacing.
All right, race fans, here we go. We're about to get loaded into this server right now. I'm guessing, since I'm not in here yet, I can't tell you exactly how many cars, but I'm guessing about 24 cars, I'm thinking. Just at a glance, I did see some of our top runners in the point stands that are in this race for tonight. Have a more clear-cut picture here in a minute, but, man, I want to send over real quick to my partner, Mr. Excitement, AJ Brown. I know you had a big run the other night here on this track in this car. You and Phil Jurin working together. You guys had an awesome finish, man. What was the racing like out there? How's this car feel on this track, and what are you expecting to see tonight, brother?
Yeah, Jesse, I don't have many good runs lately in iRacing. Did have a good run here in Vegas. I like the track. I like how the track laid out. It's got a lot of grip. Yeah, interested to see how Phil's going to do tonight. Our setup was pretty good, and it looks like we got a pretty good field here tonight, Justin. Like you said, a lot of the guys that run normally with us. We got a field of 26 drivers, man. Outstanding field. So we're looking good. Have a good time here at the Thursday Night Thunder tonight. Glad to be back after having last week off, Jesse.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Like you said, 26 gunslingers. This one's going to be harder to pick than a broken nose, but you got to think guys like Brian V. Macklin sitting up there on the front row alongside the captain, last week's winner, Phil Jury, bringing the number 1 car tonight. The captain is. You got to think those guys are they're favorites. I wouldn't say shoe-ins, but definitely some favorites. You got some other big hitters in this field tonight, man. Just at a glance. Can't wait to run through this field, man, to see how the rest of it's going to line up. But before we get to that, let's set down trackside for National Anthem. We're almost there, race fans.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
All right, beautiful rendition of the National Anthem right there. You know what that means, last call. Pace cars out on the track, about to cut these boys loose for this parade lap. As they go around one time real slow, give a good wave to the fans. And then they're going to cut these boys loose for 100 laps in Las Vegas tonight, man. Big time racing action, top split, week 6. This is going to be halfway through the iRacing 12-week season at the end of the race tonight. So this is an important one. Let's go ahead and start running through this field, man. 15 guys were qualified in this 26-car field, and here's how they go. Up front, number 11 car, Brian V. Macklin, sitting on pole with an awesome lap time, 30.262. Outside pole is going to be last week's winner, the captain, Phil Jury, in the number 1 car.
Yeah, Jesse, I like this name. Starting in third, man. We got running the 8 car tonight. Joe Slam, and in fourth we got Jeffrey Parker.
Brad Mayhar, man, a winner a couple weeks back in the 6 car, going to be starting on that inside line in 5th place. Outside him, the number 24 of Alex Scribner.
And starting 7th tonight, Jesse, we got Avery Wilson, and starting 8th we got Richard Hillenberg.
John Bunn sitting real good in the points right now and starting in 9th place in the inside line back there in that 17 car. I can barely talk. Outside him is going to be the number 4, Dwayne Vincent.
And starting 11th tonight, we got 25 Ryan Rudy and Wendell James in 12th.
Yeah, teammate there of Ryan Rudy, the number 12 of Michael Emmons, going to start in 13th place. Outside him, a guy who's no stranger to the ETV broadcast booth, Matthew Largan in the 15.
Yeah, Jesse, here's some people that's been on ATV many times before. Ryan Hart and David Cater in 15th and 16th.
Yeah, 17th, man. Chris Seymour. And outside him, the number 5 car, Brandon Bowie, your points leader, going to be starting 18th tonight.
In 19th, we got Brandon 6, and we got Kwame Edgy.
Craig Jurgen back there in 21st. He's going to roll off 21st position in that 14 car. Outside him, Ian Hand in that 19 car.
23rd, we got Jordan Worth, and I know this guy starting 24th tonight. That's didn't qualify. Travis Sullenberger.
Yeah, he's looking to cash in some Sully dollars tonight. Is Sullenberger, man, and then round out your field is going to be Lauren Personette, who sits 10th in points at 23 car, and Ryan Carwile. I believe I said that name right. Hope I did. But here we go, man. Pace car's ducking out of the way. He's going to cut him loose. Brian V. Macklin's got control of this field now. Flag is in the air. A little bit of a slow start on the inside line. Now he goes, catches Phil a little bit off guard. Looks like a good clean start, though, here for the field, partner.
Yeah, Justin, I want to mention, man, Brian V. Macklin, what was that lap? A 30.262. Awesome lap. Getting the pole and looking pretty good out here, taking the lead here in the turn 1.
Yeah, absolutely. That is a blazing lap time for sure. I mean, he had the pole by nearly a 1/10 of a second, man. That's in a field like this with all these gunslingers. That's pretty dang good for sure. Right now, I got my eyes on Brad Mayhart, man. That 6-car from Kingpen Motorsports. Real solid run win the race a couple weeks back, I believe, at Dover, if I'm not mistaken. Right now on the outside of that 17 car, trying to go ahead and clear John Bunton for that position. But John Bunton, man, he ain't have none of it right now. And I'm hearing trouble on the racetrack somewhere. I think the 3 of Chris Seymour is going to be involved in that. I'm not sure if he was the cause or the effect. But at any rate, the 3 car is going to have a little bit of damage out there on the nose. I'm also hearing David Cater, man, number 2 car. He's definitely involved in it too, unfortunately. So early caution here. Got some of our big gunslingers already in trouble, unfortunately. Hey, bad boy, man, you got that on the E-Play machine, brother?
Yeah, let's see if we can see what happened here, guys. They barely got out of the gate here. That 3 car's going to go to the bottom, get loose, act like he want to go down pit road, come right back up in front of Mayhart. Mayhart just barely missed him, guys, and he's going to land up in the outside wall. He actually, I can't believe it, but he didn't make any contact with anybody that I can see just.
Oh, man, and I'm looking back at that, and the 5 car tees up David Cater. That 5 car is your points leader, Brandon Bowie, so tough break for him as he's going to have significant nose damage. Looks like he just hit a school of midgets there, guys.
Wow, Jesse, man, just barely caught the side of Cater's car, man. I mean, he just about squeezed through there. It didn't even look like they made contact, and Cater come around. Tough break for him, and yeah, like you said, Brandon Bowie, 2 big dogs took it out here before we even get started tonight.
Yeah, man, that definitely is unfortunate. Those are definitely some guys that gotta be, had to be favorites based on the way they've ran this season and the way they've done, especially on ETV races in the past. Sucks to be in trouble, but the good news is it's early enough, and those guys got good teams. They're gonna go in there, they're gonna bang them things out. It didn't look to me like anybody was gonna be terminal on that. I don't think anybody, even Cater, he got hit. He got hit broadside in the door, but he didn't get hit in the wheels. His car doesn't appear to be crabbing out to me. I feel like the guy who really took the worst end of it, unfortunately, is your points leader, Brandon Bowie, who's on pit road right now. And they're going to have some work to do. But, like I said, it's early in the race. They're going to have time. So, I don't know. I mean, he's a points leader for a reason. Never count out that 5 car, but he's going to have an uphill battle tonight, guys. Yeah, just this track's pretty tough aerodynamically. You don't really want damage, but if you are going to have damage, you might as well just have it at the beginning of the race. I'm sure they can probably all get it fixed. The main thing right now for those teams just stay on the lead lap and hope for some more cautions. So aside from that melee there that brought out the caution flag, there wasn't really much of a change up towards the front of the field. Brian V. Macklin, your pole sitter, still leads this race. Joe Slamma was able to get up there and take second place away from the captain, Phil Jurin. Phil Jurin back to third. Jeffrey Parker sits 4th place, and then round out your top 5 is going to be that 24 Alex Scribner. Really, they were just kind of in the fill-out phase there, man. Nobody had really gotten a chance to, really see what they had just yet. But I tell you what, man. One guy that it was looking good early. It's hard to say, but that 6 car, Brad Mayar, making the move on the top side. Man, it was looking pretty good right there. I was kind of impressed with what I was seeing. So, I'll have to see to my pants. I got to say, man, that 6 car Brad Miller, that's another one we're definitely going to have to look out for tonight. Oh, absolutely. I'm just looking through the list of drivers in this race tonight, Jesse. We got all of our regulars, which is great, but we got a lot of new faces that I've never really seen here on ATV. You look at that 18 Avery Wilson, and we got Kwame. Kwame's in here. There's a lot of people I ain't seen race, so yeah, that makes it pretty interesting. Somebody comes in here that we haven't seen, you know what I mean? They might be able to surprise everybody and come up here and win over a lot of these nationwide regulars. Yeah, absolutely. And another thing I want to give a shout out to is the lights are off in the pace car. We will be going green this next time by. But back there in 20th place, Ryan Carwile. He's in here, ranked number 26 out of 26 drivers. Lowest ranked driver in the room, snuck into the race. I don't believe I've seen him on ETV tonight, but I'm big on underdogs, man. I'm definitely going to be pulling for old Ryan Carwile tonight. Comes in here, you know what I mean? I love that. I love coming into a race and being the one of the lower ranked guys because from an iRacing standpoint, you know what I mean? You've got everything to gain, man. You're out here with guys that you don't typically race against, and you got a lot. You get to come out here and get some stripes, man, with the big dogs. So, right on. Good job for Ryan Carwile making the race tonight. And I'm hoping he does big things in that 26 car. But here we go. Into 3 off of 4. Pace car is getting ready to get out of this way and turn this thing over to Brian V. Macklin once again. Pace car is in. Flag is out. A little bit of a slow start. Looking good, though. A little bit of a stack up back there around the 17 and the 4. Looks like everybody's going to get away from it okay. But while we got them all jammed up here, I think what I do one time real quick, bad boy. Let's crank it up for him, brother. Thanks to Sights and Sounds, man. But I tell you what, one car making a lot of moves here early on is that car you're just talking about, Avery Wilson, and that 18 car, man, sitting now looks like 7th right now, fighting on the inside of the 24 of Alex Scribner. He had just made a move on the 6 of Brad Mayhar. And I tell you what, man, that 18 car is looking like he's ready to go, man. As he gets loose, he's in trouble. He's going to make the save. He's going to catch it down on the inside of the track. I tell you what, he was biting off a lot right there, partner. You can see it, man. He was one of these guys that was like, man, I'm on ETV. I'm about to shine, baby. He was going for it. And I tell you, he made a fantastic save, and I believe it was the 17 of John Button who was right behind him and did a great job of letting him collect it. Man, what a save, though, guys.
Yeah, Jesse, he's also one of the first cars I've seen to get down and test that apron on coming up the trial. I know I tried it in the laps that I run here, and you get real loose when you go back to the track trying to get back on the transition. He did it and done it good, and then when he got in turn 1, he got real loose there and saved the field's what he done coming here. And not many people know him. I don't know the name, but I'm pretty impressed to save the car. And right now he did slide back to 13th, but he's got a clean car, so he got the better end out of that deal.
Yeah, man. I'm trying to figure out what happened. Oh boy, the 26. I was just talking about him, Ryan Carwile in the 26. On the first lap, he gets loose off of 3 and 4, and he slides down the pit road. So now the 26 down a lap. The 9 also, man. Yeah, you're saying 9's in trouble, huh? Caution back out on the racetrack, and the 9 looks to be clean. It looks like he didn't hit anything, but sounds like he might have been the cause of the caution here. Bad boy, you get that on the old E-play machine, brother?
Yeah, let's see if we can see what happens here. He's trying to fight the 16 car. I believe that's the 12 right in front of him. He's trying to make a move on the outside. It looks like he might have got a little tight, guys. Hits that outside wall, just loops her around here. Everybody looks like they're going to make it through clean. There's a couple cars really close, Jesse. But he doesn't interrupt anybody coming through.
Boy, how about that 15 of Matthew Largan, dude? If we get on board with him, man, I tell you what, he had room to spare, but I tell you what, he turned that thing like an open wheeler right there as he jumped to the inside of the track to miss the 9. And then an even closer call for, I'm not sure who that is in that gray and black car, man, but goodness gracious, really close call for that guy. Look at that, might have been a 14.
Yeah, just when he after he locked the brakes up and the car got straightened out, I think it went the opposite way where he's wanted to, right in front of the field. Good job of everybody avoiding that, and good job for Ron Hart not getting any damage on that car.
So here we go, man. Lap 11. the feeding trough is full. The hogs are coming. It kind of surprises me that all of your front runners are coming in. It looks actually like basically the whole field's coming down, which is good for a guy like Ryan Carwile who stays out on the track. He's going to get one of his 2 laps back, so good for him. But the question is here, 2 or 4. See if there's any quick movers on pit road. Now I'm seeing the 24 coming out quick. 2 tires going on. Alex Scribb of Craig Jurgen, who I was just talking about, made a great miss. It looks like they're the only 2 going to try 2 tires. It's going to gain some track position for that 14 car. He's going to pick up about 7 or 8 spots. And your new race leader is going to be that number 24 of Alex Scribner on that 2-tire move. So a little bit of strategy playing out here early part. We're going to find out how that's going to work.
I'm not sure. It was just watched it was either a great pit stop or 2 tires from that number 6 Brad Mayhor. He come off, beat Phil Juring and Brian V. Mackin and Current, your leaders before that caution. So I don't know if that was a 2-tire stop or just great job from that team getting him out on 4.
No, partner, you nailed it. You're absolutely right. That was right sides only for the 6 car, Brad Mayhar. So good call there. You're absolutely right. He's taking 2 tires as well. And got an update on David Cater. Man, unfortunately, that car was tits up. There's nothing they could do with it, so they packed her up on the truck. They're going to head on home, man. And tough break for David Cater, man, who's really, he's a guy who's run a lot of races here on ATV, and he's had some really great runs. So look for big thanks to David Cater in the future. Tough break for him tonight.
Yeah, the way he hit the wall, when I seen it earlier, I could just tell the suspension was probably just totally trash in that car. It was too early and too unfortunate for David Cater tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I tell you what, the lights are still on the pace car, and not a lot's happening right here. Let's go ahead and take a quick commercial break. While we're away, the 26 of Ryan Carwile is going to take the wave around and get one of his laps back. We'll be right back after these messages.
Hey dude, are you ready to rock and roll? If that's cool, then you need to do it over at HD Radio Network. HD Radio Network, 4 stations broadcasting 24/7 with everything from metal favorites to the 80s classic rock like legendary Leonard Skinner, Electric Light Orchestra, Foreigner, and bone-rattling, skull-crushing rock and roll on hard driving radio. And partnered with Nuff World Simulation Gaming, check out the HD Radio Network's Nuff Radio with Bear Factory, Stone Temple Pilots, Def Leppard, and a whole lot more. HDRadioNetwork.com. Take your pick and rock your brains out, dude.
Alright, welcome back, race fans. It's a pace car. About to hit the stripe right here. Turn them lights off. You know what that means, man. 1 to go. We're going to be back racing. And like I mentioned before, we got a little bit of strategy going on. You got 3 guys in the top 5 who are on 2 tires. They are Alex Scribner and Brad Mayhar, who are going to start front row on this deal. Brian Macklin and Phil Juring, the guys who've been basically up on there on the front row the whole time. They got 4 tires sitting third and round top 5 on 2 tires. Number 14 and Craig Jernigan. And a whole slew of gunslingers behind him. So, man, partner, I'm not sure. It's early on in this race. We're hoping to get some green laps in right here. And, it's going to be a good opportunity for really the whole field up here to see, the guinea pigs, Alex Scribner, Brad Mayhar, and Craig Jernigan, how this 2-tire strategy is going to work out for them.
Jesse, I think it was a great call. I mean, if you're in the 24's spot, you ain't have many laps on your tires. Probably, I don't think that, I think they're going to get past, but I do think, they're going to advance better on the track position, a lot better than what they would have done. I think it was a good call to try to get the track position now, because that is everything here. It's hard to pass, really, in my opinion. This track, there's one turn to pass in, and the other turn you're just hanging on.
Right. Absolutely, and and then the other thing to mention too is that you got Brad Mayhar and Brian B. Macklin. Those guys are teammates. You got the 1 on 2, that's Brad Mayhar, and then you got Brian B. Macklin on 4. And I would imagine they're running a very similar setup. So this is good R&D for the 11 car as well, who has the 4 tires right now. But with Brad Mayhar trying the 2, I mean, this is an opportunity for them to see how that's gonna work in their setup. But here we go. Pace car is in. Flag is out. Quick start. 24. Alex Scribner off and away. Catches the 6 and Brad Mayhar sleep a little bit. Look at Phil Jerry. He's like, come on, man. Let's go.
Yeah, awesome restart with 24. Looks like Brian B. Macklin. He's gonna take the nose underneath of Brad Mayhar there. It looks like he's gonna clear his teammate. Ooh, they're gonna come side by side out of 1 and 2. Side by side heading down to 3 and 4, Jesse.
Wow, we got one back there. It looks like Michael Emmons, man. He just took a detour. He took a detour off the track on the backstretch there to the flat down there. Comes back up the track. Oh, we got trouble. Trouble. 18 going around again. 18 and oh, big wreck. Here we go. Big one. It's going down. Car parts, cut rate auto parts out there on the lawn. Go ahead. We're having a junkyard sale right now. It's Value Village out here. Oh my goodness. Not really sure how it all got popped off, but I know the 18 was definitely involved once again. Avery Wilson, and the 16's car is just destroyed, man. Bad boy, you gonna look at that carnage, brother?
Well, let's see if this 18 caused this or not. Yeah, exactly right. He gets high on the outside, hits that Napa machine, and then the Nite car comes sliding down here, guys. It just creates this whole havoc here.
Oh, if John Bunton, he collects, man. The 17 of John Bunton, he collects him. Now, oh, the 10 gets involved then, man, and yeah, that was Kwame. Comes up, smashes the 16 of Richard Hillenberg, and it just all hell breaks loose. Oh my gosh! I tell you, this is helping. This is helping your points leader Brandon Bowie, who I'm looking back now to see if he was able to tiptoe his way through here, and it looks like he did. The 5 of Brandon Bowie is going to put the binders on, come down almost to the grass, and just kind of whoa, we're down to about 20 miles an hour right through here, nice and safe. So. I mean, it sucks for the guys involved in the wreck, but for Brandon Bowie, who had trouble here early on, he's got a points lead he's trying to protect. This is good for him. It's giving his team a lot of opportunities to work on this car right here, and it's also, it's knocking other guys out of the race. So, man, that was a hell of a wreck right there, huh, partner?
Jesse, I thought we were going to Bristol next week, man. I thought we were going to half a mile next week. I didn't think it was this week, buddy.
No doubt, man. I'm telling you what, it's it's Vegas though, and they're big on the complimentary drinks, man. I don't condone that sort of thing, but there may be a little drinking and driving going out here on the track right now. Hopefully, they can come in here and get a turkey sandwich and some coffee, get sobered up here on one of these pit stops. Maybe we can get this thing going on the halfway mark. But I tell you what, we got one of our crazed fans out there in the booth, frothing at the mouth. EJ O'Rourke, looking for a little shout out, little ETV love in the sunshine, man. How you doing, EJ? Kenneth, how you guys doing out there? Almost dropped a bomb there, my bad. Yeah, so here we go again. Back behind the pace car, and I gotta say, partner, the 24 Alex Scribner, dude, he took off like Mario Andretti on that restart, boy. He looked good on them 2 tires, man. I was worried, this isn't one of the big tracks for tire slip on the restarts. But anytime you take 2, it's got to be a little bit of a concern. And, boy, he wasn't concerned at all. He mad at her, he took off, man, and he had about an 8 car length gap when that caution came out. So I don't know if that would have subsided over, a stretch of laps, but tell you what, man, out there early on.
Yeah, he got out, Jesse. Alex was in one of our league races earlier in the and he's got a fast car, so he got up there by the 2 tire strategy, so he's just doing what he does, get the track position, and just like our league race, man, he stayed up there all night once he got it, so that's definitely the plan. And look at his number 24, 26 drivers in here. He's looking for a good I rating night.
Boy, I tell you what, another car, I didn't notice he was involved. That 15 of Matthew Largan, man. Oh, boy, he's trying to get back around. He's going to wreck it here on the pace lap. He's trying to catch back up. I really didn't mean to pick on him right there, but that car, I was just going to mention how tore up that thing is, man. He's really crossed up heading down this track. He's trying to salvage what he can here. And, man, tough break for Matthew Largan at 15 because he was looking good here early on. And but look at that car, boy. She is pigeon-toed now. Oh man.
Yeah, Jesse. I've wrecked the car in practice, and this place is not fun when your suspension's messed up and you're trying to get around this tough track out here in the desert. I mean, it's just the way it's designed. It really makes it hard to drive when your suspension's all tore up and you can't go straight.
Oh, no doubt, man. It's never fun when you're pointing the wrong direction and you're turning in a different direction, man. It's just, it's no fun for sure. Hey, look who's out here in the crowd, man. the wild man, Ben Burnett, man. He a pole sitter from a few weeks back at Darlington, man. He was doing big things with the lady in black, man, and now he's hanging out here in the stands watching this race, going, hey, guys, we can get this thing going. But big shout out to Ben Burnett, man, pole sitter from a few weeks back at Darlington. He's out there. What up, Ben? So here we go, man. Lights are on the pace car once again. This pace car is going, dude, I'm about to get the bonus points for leading the most laps. You guys need to cut this out. Let's get this thing rolling. We had some takers on pit road, but out of the guys who pit, it was mainly guys who had unfortunate incidents and got caught up. John Bunton, you know, sitting up there, I believe he's like third or fourth in points. He's looking good in points. Took a lot of damage on that last wreck, but the steering seems to be pretty good. That car is not going to get it the way he wants it to, but yeah, it could be worse. So we'll see. I mean, he may be able to salvage something out of this just yet. Unfortunately for Richard Hillenberg, his team wasn't able to. They tried to work on that thing. He had a tire changer, actually cut a finger off on the shrapnel on one of the quarter panels, and they said, okay, no moss, enough's enough. Richard Hillenberg's going to pack her up, try it again next week at Bristol. Thunder Valley, baby. But right now, we're about to cut this thing loose one more time. Pace car is going to go ahead and turn that blinker on real quick. Bing, bing, bing. Get out the way. 24 on 2 tires, going to try and make it happen. Now you got Brian V. Macklin, man, your pole sitter on the outside. Oh, there he goes again. Mario Andretti's in the house, baby. He put the foot down. Look at that 24 go, dude. He's got nitrous on the start, bro.
Yeah, just see another person that was starting right behind him, got a pretty good run. That's Brad Mayar. He's going to look to go underneath his teammate. Pretty close going into turn 1. He's down there on them bumps. Looks like he's going to try to get the run out of turn 1 and 2 again, as last time they were side by side. So a little bit of teammate shuffling here.
Here comes Dwayne Vincent, man, that number 4 Tabasco car, looking to spice things up here, sneak his way to the top 5. Not a guy we've mentioned a lot tonight, but I believe it was Darlington as well. He had a very good run a few weeks back at Darlington. I think he might have got caught up in some of the melees there, but looking good, trying to work his way to the outside now of the 8 car, way up there. Look at him like Casey Kane out there on the Dale Jr. line, just chilling, trying to get some momentum out of 2. Ooh, look out for that wall. Goodness gracious, Dwayne Vincent's putting his balls in the dash. Now he's going to make a move to the inside of the 6. Dwayne Vincent is saying, dude, put the camera on me. I'm making moves out here.
Yeah, that was awesome. Crossover move he just done on that 6 car. He's going to complete that pass. Probably going, yeah, he's going to complete the pass going down in turn 1. Also behind them, you got Ron Hart in that 9 car. Remember, he spun earlier. He's getting back up through the field here. He just looks like he's going to pass Craig Jurgen here. Move Ron Hart in the 7th place. Jesse?
Yeah, absolutely. Great recovery for Ron Hart for sure. As you mentioned earlier, he's another one of the guys we've seen on ATV quite a few times. Had some pretty good runs. He's got that 14 of Craig Jernigan right behind him, man, still on them 2 tires, trying to make it work. Hanging in there. Brad Mayhar still holding on to 5th place on his 2-tire strategy right now. Not looking too bad, but not looking like I'm thinking he might want the left sides right now. Don't look like that car is really able to get down in the corner. Of course, that could just be, you know, the line he's preferring right now. Maybe he feels like that's the best way into the corner for him. But one guy's working for it right now, man, is your race leader. That 24, Alex Scribner, still on them 2 tires and still making it work. Brian V. Macklin, your pole sitter, and the captain, Phil Jr., starting to draw down him a little bit on their 4 fresh ones. But Alex is doing a good job out there on them tires, man. And we talked about big numbers on the door earlier. Hell, you guys got 24 out of 26. That's a big number, man, doing big things out there, leading laps right here. So, oh, little contact on the wall there for Brian V. Macklin, partner, coming out of turn 2.
Yeah, he just brushed a little bit. Yeah, Alex, he's making them 2 tires work, Jesse. He done the league race, and, you know, like I said, he's going to stay up there all night. He got the track position, and, you know, it's up to him to keep it.
Here goes to 13, Jeffrey Parker now in 8th place. They're going to take 7th place away from Joe Slam. He's going to go ahead and do it. He takes that spot, rolls down into turn 1 right in front of Joe Slam in that A car. Jeffrey Parker on the move, man. Remember, Jeffrey Parker was, I believe he finished runner-up last season in the Mondo Vargas in the ATV Friday Night Showdown Series. So Jeffrey Parker, no stranger to success here under the lights on ATV.
Another battle we got back here, Jesse, that I believe it's a 12 car, Michael Emmons. He looks like he's gonna take a pass here on Brandon 6. There's 2 Brandons up here, and they're both in Farmers Insurance cars. I'm trying to figure out who, but yeah, that's Brandon 6 and that's 7, and Michael Emmons will complete that pass. He's right between both the Brandons right now.
Oh no! He gets a little wiggle, gets a little contact. We got trouble, partner. The 7 has trouble, man. My goodness, we are farmers. Telling you what, that was a moment. Looks like unfortunately for the 7 to Brandon 6, he's going to take the worst of it right there, as well as the 11 of Brian V. Macklin. Brian V. Macklin involved in this somehow, I believe. Maybe I'm seeing that wrong. My goodness. Bad boy, you can look at that.
Yeah, it's a pretty tight battle here, Jesse. They're side by side. That 7 cars are up on the outside. We've been seeing people have trouble all the time. And it looked like that, I can't quite make out the cars. The 12 car looked like he got a little loose, and it wasn't really much room for that 7 car for air there, and he just ends up giving him a little love tap. Actually, after the 12 car, RDR Designs had it saved.
Yeah, and Bad Boy, if we could dig up another replay real quick, let's focus our attention on the 11 of Brian V. Macklin, your pole sitter. Phil Jurian and Brian V. Macklin had made the pass in the 24 of Alex Scribner. Phil Jurian leading this race. The 11 is going to pull up on the rear deck of the 1 of Phil Jurian, gets a little bit loose right in front of the wreck that caused the caution, and around goes your pole sitter, Brian V. Macklin. Looks like he didn't hit anything. Just going to hurt his pride. He's going to need some new skins. He's going to dodge a bullet right there, but unfortunately for the 11 of Brian V. Macklin, he's going to be coming from the back of this field now, this next restart, guys.
Yeah, just he didn't lose his front fender. He just lost his track position. I think he's got a good enough car to get it back. He done a heck of a job because that thing was headed straight for the pack, headed straight for the wall, and he forced it to spin down off the track, which was the best thing to do.
Yeah, absolutely, man. That was a good save. Dodged the bullet right there. Jeffrey Parker going to overshoot his stall a little bit. Guys on pit road now. I got to imagine 4 tires is going to be the common consensus here. We'll see. Looks like the 4 coming out quick. That's a 4-tire stop and a good one for Dwayne Vincent, but not quite good enough to knock off the captain, Phil Jurian, who's going to lead him off of pit road. It looks like third place going to be the 9 of Ron Hart. Man, great stop for those guys. The 24 going to come out in 4th place. Round your top 5 is going to be that number 6 of Brad Mahar. So now Brad's got the 4 tires, still sitting in the top 5. You know, I think you're right, Barn. I think that strategy worked out pretty good. At least, you know, I don't think he gained or lost much. I think he was running top 5 before he tried the 2-tire strategy, but you know, he got to try it out and see what it was going to be like. So he's got that in the data bank for the end of the race here now.
Yeah, Jesse, you know, Phil keeps having cautions, you know what I mean, and a lot of these drivers, they're you know, they're trying the 2 tires up now. So if it comes down to it, you know what I mean, and comes down to it at the end, you know, they can take that extra track position, probably get up there in the lead with a 2-tire stop, and you know, it's smart strategy right now. There's still a lot of laps left, 72 laps to go here, so right now is the time to try that. And
no, absolutely, man. My dude, the 26 of Ryan Carwile, he's going to go ahead and get the wave around and put himself back on the lead lap here momentarily. Matthew Largan, the 15 car, he's 2 laps down. He's going to get 1 back. John Bunton also, the 17, 2 laps down. He's going to get 1 back. So those are going to be your wave rounds here this time around. And, all right, man. The 26 of Ryan Carwile, he's still fighting and clawing. There ain't no damage on that car, so he can still do big things. He can still do big things yet, man. This thing ain't over.
I believe that 15 of Matthew Largan, he's going to get a wave around too. The back end's still smashed up on that thing, so he's looks like he's going to get back on the lead lap though. I think he's a lap down, so that's good for that driver.
Yeah, they're actually we'll have 3 wave rounds, and actually they're Carwile is going to get back on the lead lap. Matthew Largan and John Bunton were 2 laps down, sit in front of the leader now, so they're going to get back to 1 lap down, and they're going to need another caution eventually to try and get back on the lead lap. But as progress being made, teams have got those cars back on the track, and especially for the 17 of John Bunton, man, it's important, sitting real strong in the point standings. So he's looking to try and salvage a good finish out of this thing. And with 70 laps to go, I wouldn't count him out of a good solid finish. You know, before that wreck happened, we were focused on those 2 drivers, Brandon 6 and the 12 of Michael Emmons. And then all hell broke loose. Before that happened, I was getting ready to give a shout out to the number 5 car, your points leader in the Nationwide Series, Brandon Bowie. Dude, he was right in front of him. He was sitting, I believe, 9th place when that caution came out. So Brandon Bowie doing a hell of a job recovering this thing. And look at the nose. Look at the nose of that car, man. Remember what that looked like back there in inside the first 10 laps? Look at that thing now. Oh my gosh, they've done a job on that car.
Yeah, that team he's points leader. That team, they got to work, man. They got everything they could out in that garage to fix that front end. It looks like a brand new car out there, so it's a good job for Brandon Bowie. Turn his lap one little incident he got into, you know, back into contention here, and you know, might be able to salvage a good run tonight.
With the wave rounds, this is going to put Ryan Carwile back on the lead lap. That's going to give us 21 cars on the lead lap. And we mentioned the 11. We covered the 11 of Brian B. Macklin, your pole sitter, having trouble there. Keeping her off the wall. Fenders are good. Got some 4 fresh tires on her. Went to the back. He's going to be restarting 16th place. So a lot of work cut out for the 11 car, man. It's going to be exciting watching him try and pick his way through this field.
Yeah, Jesse, you know, Phil's been up all night. He's been doing real good, but another car sneaking up there. You know, we talked about him earlier. You talking about the Tabasco Outlaws. That's that Dwayne Vincent in that 4 car. Man, he was making some good moves. Probably got a pretty fast car tonight, which doesn't surprise me.
Oh, yeah, dude. He's spicing it up, man. He was looking like Evel Knievel out there. He's looking to do big things. He looked like a driver who's very confident about what the crew chiefs brought him for tonight. And, yeah, we better keep our eye on him. Quick start for the 1 of Phil Juring. He's going Mario Andretti style now. As the pace car goes in, the 1 car is off and away, catches the field sleeping. And that leaves... Oh, look at the 6. Look at the 6 of Brad Mayhar with the run he had. He had nowhere to go with it. Has to back her down. Finds the 4 and the 9 side by side in front of him, so he had nowhere to go. But I tell you what, the 6 of Brad Mayhar really timed that start well.
Yeah, Jesse, second through. Oh man, the top 10 there, they're all over each other. Looks like the Alex Scribner, he's gonna try to. Yeah, it looks like he's gonna pass Ron Hart. He's gonna beat him on the outside, protect that 3rd spot right now, and
Sorry, man. 18 in trouble. Let's focus on the 18. And once again, Avery Wilson, he's going to save it, but that car is unhappy. Looks like something might be breaking or about to break in the rear end of that car as he's a little bit wobbly. Well, I tell you what, he's got it going again, but goodness gracious, it's not ideal, man. Sorry to cut you off, but we had a really close call right there as the 18 almost come down and clobbered the 11. Now they find themselves side by side once again. Here goes Brian B. Macklin, man, that 11 car to the outside 18, trying to work his way back up through this field, but he's in the danger zone as they almost make contact once again. The 18 has got major problems, guys. He's a rolling hazard right now. I know he's doing, I don't mean to pick on him, I know he's doing the best that he can in the situation that he has, but he is scaring some of these drivers out here, partner.
Yeah, Jesse, from the start, you know, he's had some great saves, lost it earlier. That car's pretty loose, man. You know, I'm pretty sure he's probably to jam wedge into it, but probably something you just can't fix in the race with that race car. It's probably pretty loose, which, you know, pays off later, but we're not having the long run, so he's got his hands full here early.
Here goes Tutti Frutti, Ryan Rudy in the 25, looking underneath Brandon Bowie. Oh man, I'm a poet, didn't even know it. Look at him go. They're battling right here for 8th position. Looks like the 25 of Ryan Rudy's going to go ahead and take that spot away. Brandon Bowie hanging in the top 10 right now. Still, you know, as much work as they've done on that car, the fact is he's just not going to get the performance out of it that you know, that he would have had. But looking good, man. He's going to actually give up another position right here to the 12 of Michael Emmons, drop back to 10th place. Hanging in there best he can right now. Dwayne Vincent and Alex Scribner now battling for 2nd position back behind your race leader, Phil Juring. This is good stuff right here as they go side by side off into turn 3. You got the 24 to the top side, the 4 Dwayne Vincent on the inside. Good momentum off the top right there for the 24. He's going to complete that pass. Alex Scribner on the move on the top side, guys.
Yeah, Jesse, Alex Scribner paid off earlier. He had the 2-tire stop. Got on the 4-tire cycle with these leaders, and he's showing what he's got. He's got a pretty fast car tonight, but, man, I'm pretty impressed with Phil Juring. He got the good restart, keeping the track position. The car looks pretty good out there.
Here they go again, partner. The 4 and the 24 real close right there as they haul off the turn 3. Dwayne Vincent's going, dude, I know I can make this pass on the inside line as they come off dead even off of turn 4. Little momentum heading away at the 24, but the nose of the 4 is still going to be there as they head off down to turn 1 right here. Behind them, position change hands between Ron Hart and Brad Mayhar. Ron Hart in the 9 car is going to move his way back up into 4th place and move Brad Mayhar back into 5th. And for the time being, oh, we got Michael Emmons in trouble once again, too. The 12 car of Michael Emmons back there around 9th place. goes for another big detour off of turn 2 down to the inside of the track. I'll get up some track position, guys.
Looks like, Jesse, we also got battling for that 5th spot, Jeffrey Parker, Brad Mayar. It looks like Brad Mayar is gonna beat him out in that, and Jeffrey Parker gonna fall in right there. That's the driver. When you talk about Jeffrey Parker, he's he's ran a lot of ETV races, ran all of them last season, and he's just a smooth driver, man. We always forget about him out there, but he's always up there in the top 10.
Yeah, man, he's sporting that, if you're superstitious, that unlucky number 13, but so far dodged every bullet that's been thrown at him in this race. Sitting good right there in 6th place, giving Brad Mayar all he can handle right here. You know, to me, it just seems to me that Brad is something's amiss. I think they need to make some adjustments on